because the kids come in here, you see, when I finish for the night. My kids come in and they always have a bit fuss around with my tech. But no, I'm coming on today, and I've got a bit of a revelation to share, because it's all good and well preparing all these lives. Where's my thing? I don't even know where my thing is. I had a folder, didn't I, with all me. I had 17 days prepared. And sometimes life just throws you a curveball, and you just have to come on and talk about what's in your heart. And I want to share what's in my heart today with you guys, because I'm feeling supported and grateful. I'm feeling really supported by everyone I'm choosing to surround myself with. And I'm feeling proud. I feel like I'm a good judge of character. I'm feeling proud of myself. And I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, when I first started in this on this journey, I didn't quite understand, but I was the networking side of things. I had been to networking events with my property business, but it was more specific to that industry. So they would have landlord forums, or they would have women's property groups where you would go along, and there would be specialists and experts who would come and tell you things about your property portfolio. But it was usually, you know, filling the fear of God into you that everything's going to go wrong, and that you know, all the government were going to make all these changes, and it was going to make everything really hard. It was such doom and gloom. And to be honest, I avoided it. I went because I was trying to make friends with other landlords, because my business was to my business was to find tenants. So I was there with two hats on. I was there as the landlord, but I was also there as an agent trying to share my business, if you like. And I never felt supported there, to be honest. It was all very much do or die. You're on your own, right? There wasn't that support that I'm feeling from the people I'm meeting online now. And I just think it's always full. We're always straight away to say, oh, what a horrible time we're having, and, you know, isn't life awful? But actually, I tend to think that the majority of people are good. They're good, and everyone's trying to do their own thing, but the majority of people are good, right? We're not what I mean is, like, people aren't out to get what, are they? And I think sometimes we can get into that mindset, and I don't know whether that's the way people are brought up or whether it's who you surround yourself with, but that is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that mindset, like, gets into my head, because it's maybe easier for me than other people, because I was brought up with such a positive role model. My mother, my mum is so positive, right? And bless her, she lost my dad and she was the same age as me. She was only 45. Actually, I'm 46. And I talk quite a lot about my dad and about you know, being the same age as him. And I've never really thought that much about my poor mum. You know, my mum lost her husband at that age, and that must have been really scary for her. And especially, I don't know, everybody's family setup is slightly different, but it was very much like my mum worked full time as well as my dad. He worked shifts, but I don't know, I suppose they didn't do anything separate like what people do now. It wasn't all about, like, going out with the girls and going out with the lads. They were a couple and they were together, and I think that's what I want. I want that, and I think that's part of me. That's been part of me wanting to move away from that lifestyle of being a night out with the girls and the lads go out with the lads. You know, and I think that was my first marriage, was very much like that. But I wanted the same sort of relationship as my parents had. And I just wondered, you know, is that reflected in your life? Do you feel like you've been searching for something and it has to look a certain way? And often it's about letting go of that, and you can break the rules, you can change that. Because going back to alcohol, for me, that was a happy time when there was alcohol and my parents were drinking, and, you know, they had friends over. that to me was when everyone was more relaxed the next day, and it wasn't so clear to me as a child that it was a hangover. You know, nobody's lying in bed being sick, but it was just, I don't know, the level of excitement was just a bit dull unless there was wine, unless there was that, you know, my dad used to make home brew, and the tops used to pop off the bottles, um, and so I don't know, like all of that, it fills us with love because I remember all them happy times, but I didn't see as a child that it was a direct result of the alcohol, which was making them a bit grumpy and what's the word, like detached from me. So as soon as the drink came out, it was like, oh yeah, celebration times, and everyone's going to be more relaxed. And it's amazing how that drips into your head, isn't it? As a child, and I just wonder what are we dribbling into our kids, and it just gets you thinking about all of that. Really, I've gone on right tangent there. What started off as feeling supported and grateful. So I'll go back to that. I feel really supported and really grateful for this group and this opportunity. And I think we're all learning together, and that's what's brilliant. We've all got the same outcome in mind, haven't we? We're all trying to grow a business and learn from each other, and I'm having fun doing it as well. So thank you for this space, Shelley, and thank you for this opportunity, and thank you to all of you who are watching, who are supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. It might not be for you, but it might be for a friend. It might be for someone who's in your family or in your life. So all of your support is really, really appreciated. Thank you so much.